Hiya friends, Quickie for the neck. Two positions we see the most throughout the day that we hold, and me too, you're not alone, right, is this one, and then there's the looking up at a screen or out the front window, which looks a little bit like that dowager's hump on that older person we're used to seeing. So let's move away from that with our practice today. You're going to interlace your hands and bring your hands up. Now, if your shoulders don't care for this, you could just imagine the hands there and do all the work with the imagining of the isometric actions, right? With your hands behind, if it's possible, and I'm going to talk even if you're imagining this is what you would do. You're going to move your head back into your hands so that your head moves back just a little bit. Move your elbows in until they're about the distance of your shoulders, right? I forgot to tell you at the beginning, it's great if you have a wall or a counter to do this against. But that said, in the beginning, right, just bring the elbows in and let the elbows start to lift up towards the sky. And I'm going to literally use my hands to traction my neck. I'm going to pull my skull mostly up, just a titch back, but mostly I just go up, right? So again, I'm moving my elbows up, I'm pulling my skull up off of the cervical spine and tractioning that cervical spine. Now, if that feels all right, you can move your elbows to the wall, right? I have my body a little away from the wall, and then I'm going to keep my elbows kind of stuck on the wall, and I'm going to start to walk my feet and my hips back a little bit, and I'm going to keep moving my head back into my hands in an isometric action. And again, you'll notice that this brings my upper back in, or in your own body, you're feeling this, right? And you're starting to build a little bit of strength in the neck, moving the back direction, or what's called extension. Take another breath from there. And then walk back into the wall. Go ahead and bring those arms down and just pause for a moment and notice what you notice. Now, hopefully all of that helped extend the neck, right? So we can elongate it with a little more ease. So now these next poses, keep that elongation as if I was there, tractioning your skull up. And then go ahead and just simply turn your head to the right. And back to center and to the left. Don't go too fast with this. Back to center. This time, bring awareness to that shoulder. Don't let that left shoulder move forward as you go. And back. If the shoulders move, you're not really moving in the neck, right? Go ahead and keep the right shoulder where it is as you turn the head gently to the left. Come on back to center. My head, my face, I should say, stays forward. And I keep that that elongation. And I let my right ear move over to my right shoulder and back up. Again, don't go too quick. Left ear towards left shoulder. Take time, mind, right? And right ear towards right shoulder, back up, and left ear towards left shoulder, and back up. So now we're going to do a little add-on to the first one. You're going to turn your head to the right, let your chin drop down to your collarbone, trace the collarbone with your chin past the sternum to the left collarbone, bring the chin up parallel, and reverse that. Drop the chin down, slowly trace that beautiful line through the collarbones until you're on the right side, and then turn your head facing forward again. Flexion and extension. You're going to let, without the rest of the upper back, right? So sometimes I'll put my hands on just to be aware of the rest of my spine. I'm going to let my chin drop down. So it's not a full cat-cow, it's a cat-cow of the neck. And I'm going to lift my chin up. And I'm going to bring it down. With all of these motions, I'll encourage you that less is more. Yeah? And lifting the chin back up. Let's do that one more time. Chin drops down. And then go ahead and lift that chin up. And then bring the chin approximately parallel to the floor. Last piece here, friends, and then you have your day back. You're going to bring your either fingertips onto the chin. I find a little more control when I bring the area between my index finger and my thumb, right between my lower lip and the bottom of my chin. Take an inhale, and I do this with a mask on all the time. Exhale, push straight back. And inhale, neutral. I'm not trying to push back 20 inches or anything, right? Exhale, push straight back. I'm just trying to stretch those muscles in my upper back and neck. Inhale, neutral, and one more time, push straight back. This time you're going to hold back. We're going to add one isometric action, right? So I want you to hold your hand where it is, pretend it's a wall, it does not move, and then just really gently lift your chin up into the hand, and you're going to feel a little more extension come into the back of the neck. And release the pressure, bring the hand down. I said that was the last move, but I find after all of that, I really just like to take the shoulder blades through circles one way and then the other. And you know, if you feel like you need any other kind of movement, to let that go. But hopefully, just a quick little ditty that you can put into the middle of your workday have a wall or a counter, and stand up nice and tall. Take a breath. Namaste.